everyone, it's Ms. Hartman, and I am going to show you how to plan a text evidence statement and how to plan it and how to write it. So this week your assignment is to write a text evidence statement, and your prompt is, what is one of the protagonist's main character traits? You need to write a complete paragraph that answers the question and provides text evidence to prove your point. So there are a few things that I need to do with this prompt. And remember, a prompt is just a fancy way to say the question you need to answer in your writing. So what question do I need to answer? Let's break apart this question real quick. What is one of the protagonist's main character traits? Well, first of all, to answer that question, I need to know who the protagonist is. So I'm going to need to state who the protagonist is in my answer. Then I need to think about that protagonist, and I need to think, what are some of their main character traits? I'm going to use these boxes in here to brainstorm some ideas because I don't want to just pick one. I want to pick a few and then narrow it down to the very best character trait I can possibly pick. And then when I have figured out a few character traits, I'm going to find some evidence that supports those character traits. And I'm going to add those pieces of evidence into this box and then narrow it down by which piece of evidence is my strongest. So I'm using Sometimes a Dream Needs a Push to show you how to do this. This is the text that we have been reading in class. So like we said in class, our protagonist is our narrator. It is Chris. He is the main character and he is the narrator of the story. So I'm going to start out with this stem that's provided for me over here. The stem is just a sentence starter. So this is an idea for how to start this answer. So I need to name who my protagonist is first. The protagonist is our narrator, Chris. And one of his main traits is... Now, I need to think about this for a minute. I need to go through my story and I need to think about what some of Chris's character traits are. Now, if you get a little bit stuck and you think, man, I can't think of any words, we've provided you with a list of character traits that you can look through. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to a list of different character traits. So look through this list. See which character traits best describe our protagonist. In this case, it's Chris. So what words could I use that could describe Chris? Well, I might say that he's stubborn. So I'm going to start adding these in a list. Is stubborn. Another one I might put on there is responsible. He's responsible. Let's see. I might say I like hopeful and determined. I'm going to add those two as well. Hopeful and determined. Now, eventually I'm going to narrow this down to one character trait, but I wanted to give myself some options so I could go and find the best piece of evidence that I can find. So I'm going to just start brainstorming right here for now. So what I want to do is I want to type stubborn. And I'm just going to go through and try and find some text evidence that shows Chris being stubborn. So I think that the last sentence in this first part shows that he's pretty stubborn, right? I didn't know what to make of Dad's reaction, but I knew I wanted to play. He is going to do what he wants to do no matter what his dad thinks. So I'm going to copy that and paste it here. Remember, I do need to have my quotes. And remember, for MLA format, we are going to use our citations. So remember, we don't put the period inside our quotation marks because our sentence is not over yet. Our sentence is only over when we add our citation. So here I'm going to put parentheses, Myers, because that's my author's last name. And we are on page 2. Notice I only put the number. I don't need to put a P. I don't need to put write out page. It's just last name, page number. So it's Myers 2. And then finally, now that I've entered my citation, my sentence is finally over and I can add my period. Remember, the period goes all the way at the end because your sentence isn't over until you have cited your quote. Okay, so there's my quote for stubborn. What else? I'm going to put responsible. Now, I noticed in the second part, he was talking about homework that he needed to do, and he sounded pretty responsible here because he was kind of complaining about how this bus takes a long time to get home, and he had a whole lot of homework to do. Now, somebody who doesn't really care about their homework wouldn't have been worried about that. So I'm going to copy this and use this for responsible. I'll paste it here. Since I'm in section 2, I know that this is page 3, since it's the next page from the last section. So I'm going to put my quote, parentheses, Myers 3, period. Okay, now I'm going to look for hopeful. I know that the author, or that the narrator mentioned hope in the second part. Right over here, when the narrator was talking about dinner. Here we go. With all the wedding stuff in the living room and Mom looking so busy, I was hoping that we'd have pizza again. He's kind of hopeful here, so I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it right over here for my evidence for hopeful. Again, my quotation marks, so I don't go to plagiarism jail. I'm going to delete that period because that doesn't go there. I'm going to my quotation mark, parentheses, we're still on page 3, Myers 3, and period. And finally, my last character trait that I chose was determined. Now, I think I can use this piece of evidence right here to show how determined he is, because he's still determined to play no matter what Dad thinks about wheelchair basketball. I'm going to paste that right here. Now I've got some options. I'm going to have to sort through this and figure out what is my best character trait and what is my strongest piece of evidence to support that. First, I'm going to narrow it down. I want to choose between stubborn and determined since I'm using the same piece of text evidence. I think determined is a better trait to describe our narrator because I don't think stubborn quite covers it. So I'm just going to mark this out. I'm going to strike that through. I don't want that. And I'm going to do the same up here. I don't think I want to use stubborn anymore. Now I need to choose between these three. Responsible. Yeah, he's pretty responsible. I'm going to hold on to that for just a minute. Let's go on to hopeful. Now in this part, remember back in your video lesson on character traits, I've started thinking about using hopeful after reading my text evidence, and I've realized that this is actually just a feeling that he has. He's hoping. So that's not necessarily a character trait. It's just a feeling he's having at the moment. So I'm going to cross that out because this isn't really a character trait. This is just a feeling that he had in the middle of our story. I'm going to cross that out. I don't want that anymore, and I don't want it up here. So now I'm down to responsible and determined. Which one do I think is my strongest piece of evidence? I don't think that my responsible answer is as strong as determined because our character shows his determination throughout the entire story. He never gives up and continues to want to play no matter how his dad feels about the game. So I'm going to cross this out. I think determined is going to be my strongest piece of evidence and my best character trait. So I'll cross that out. And actually, now that I've crossed all of those out, I'm just going to delete this because I don't need them anymore. So that's going away. And then, since I only need one word in this statement, I'm going to delete the rest of these. So now I've got my answer. The protagonist is our narrator, Chris, and one of his main traits is determined. Okay? So now I've answered the question. Remember, our question is, what is one of the protagonist's main character traits? There's my answer. But I also have to support my answer. I have to provide evidence that proves that he is determined. So that's exactly what I did right here. And what I need to do is I need to use my sentence stems. So I'm going to delete determined from here now that I know that's the trait I want to use. And I'm going to add according to the text. So according to the text, I put my comma because we always put a comma before we start a quote. I didn't know what to make of Dad's reaction, but I knew I wanted to play. I think that's my strongest evidence to show how determined our protagonist is. So I can copy and paste these sentences here, and I have come up with my text evidence statement. I'm going to put a space between these. Now, if I were to turn this in, this would get me a proficient grade. This would get me an 87 because I've answered the question, I've stated who the protagonist is, I've chosen a character trait that describes that person, and I've also used the correct text evidence, the best text evidence I could find to support my answer. That would earn me proficient. But if you're wanting to go above and beyond, if you're looking for that exemplary spot, this is where you would add your explanation. So in order to get exemplary, you would have to explain how your text evidence best supports your answer. So what I might write, so I'm going to add, this is only exemplary. So I'm going to say, even though Chris's dad is reluctant to embrace wheelchair basketball, we know Chris wants to play despite how his dad feels about the game. This shows Chris's determination because nothing will stand in the way of his desire to play wheelchair basketball. Not even his dad's feelings. So now I'm going to bold this to show you that this is what you would add if you were looking for that exemplary score. You would be explaining how that text evidence supports your answer. So I'm explaining that even though Dad really doesn't want him to play, Chris keeps going. He wants to play. He's determined to play despite what his dad thinks. And so notice I'm not just summarizing the text. I'm explaining how this is showing Chris's determination. I'm explaining how this proves this character trait. Okay? So this is what we are looking for, this kind of paragraph right here. This is what we're looking for your short answer response this week.